What is up, everyone? It's the Train Freak here, and today I am going to work on a little bit of scenery. And you can see I got this blue backdrop here, right here. And I've actually got it, it's kind of like an island. So this is where the balloon loop is, well, down here. Up here it's going to be a helix, but down here is the balloon loop. And so I went ahead and I've got four panels, and I can't remember exactly how. I think they're like 12.5 inches tall, but the width I can't remember. Two are the exact same size, and the other two are the exact same size, but all four are not the same. So I was going to tackle and try to paint these backdrops, and then I saw another channel, John Arthur. Card up in the corner. He had a photo backdrop on his layout. It looked super realistic, and of course he made the same mistake I did and started doing scenery before doing the backdrop. Do your backdrop first. And I was like, ooh, why should I try to use my lack of artistic skills and just go ahead and do a photo backdrop? So I did, and I contacted a guy. He is known as the Train Junkie. And I contacted him saying, hey, I'd like this photo backdrop, but I need it X tall, X long. And he was able to customize that for me with no problem. And this is what he shipped it in right here. So, what I'm hoping to do is, I'm going to go ahead and open this up and show it to you, because, y'all, this stuff, it looks amazing. And he can print it on regular paper, but he can also do on vinyl. So if you're like in an area like me that's got a lot of humidity, especially during the summertime or the spring or the fall, you definitely don't want something that's going to get damaged by humidity. So, but this is, this looks stunning. And so this is what I plan on wrapping around, and then that way when I put in some pine trees, just look at that. It's just amazing looking. Now the cost, depending on what you want, varies. He has a lot of different options. But the way we're going to stick it is we're going to use some double-sided tape. So like I said, I've already got the Masonite panels there, and basically all I'm going to do is just apply some tape on the top, the sides, the bottom. I know I need to apply more on the top than the bottom, so the top I'll probably just go one whole row. The bottom I'll probably space it out like every 6 inches or so. He did tell me do not worry about the middle because the humidity will cause it to bow out. If you do try to put tape on there, or something along that lines. I can't remember exactly what he told me. He just said do the tops, the sides, and the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm hoping that this works out great, because if it does, then I plan on doing the rest of my layout with this stuff. So let's get to doing some of this, and we'll show you kind of how we're doing it and what it's going to look like. So we'll be right back. Alright, so before I get too far in it, one of the things that I did want to show is you can see where I've done some scenery here, and of course this side's going to be the booger bear, but as long as my backdrop is not attached, I might have to kind of get a knife in here and carve a little bit of this out, and that's okay if I do. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. And that's okay if I do, because then I can always come back and refill it in. And I know this side's pretty shaded. I haven't installed lighting in here yet, which I need to. But I didn't want to do it until I got this the backdrop on there first. But let's see if we can get in here. Oh, see, that just popped right off. So how about that? Problem solved partially. I've got a brace back here that's angled, so that's why it's not pushing there. But we're going to try to tuck it. Ooh, come on, focus, focus. There we go. I'm going to try to tuck it back behind there, because I'm going to have real trees in front of it, so you're really not going to be able to see more or less. And then here's the other side. which, you know, like I said, the scenery comes to an edge, so it's not too terrible. Red Man's not staying. And if you're wondering where I got that from, here you go. PTF Designs. Alright. And then, of course, we're going to wrap back here. So if I do have any overlap, I want it on this back side, which is the breezeway, or what I call the breezeway. So I think we're going to start one side over here and work our way around, and depending on, you know, which side gets which, you know, we'll have to figure that out. And I'll probably have to dust these for cobwebs first, because I can see one right there. Alright, so I'm going to get this cleaned up, and then we'll start showing you how we're going to put this on. Well, that was fun. I don't think this looks too terrible. And I was going to go at this one of two ways. And the first way, I think it was a little tough at times, but it worked. That's how the corner looks. And I mean, this is just stunning. And I got my measurement spot on. This is the breezeway over here, and you can see where it meets up. So it looks a little funny there, but like I said, once I get some trees and stuff in front of it, you really ain't gonna be able to tell. But I think that's pretty dang good looking. I think it'll look better once I get some well, once I get the lighting installed. I've got the lights, I just ain't got it installed. I mean, that's just a really, really good view. And ironically, I still got that much tape left on one roll. And what I did was I went up and down on the sides, one strip all the way across the top, and only where there wasn't plaster I went across the bottom, because I felt like the plaster was going to hold in the areas. I mean, I couldn't get tape down there, and I did have to kind of chew up my plaster a little bit to get it tucked down in there, but that's easily fixable, so I'm not too concerned about that. But I mean, it looks good right here, so I think we'll work with that. I think we'll be fine. Just want to be a pain. There we go. But yeah, I mean, y'all can see that's good, and I'll have to do some repair right here as well, but that's fine. And then, of course, the next thing is adding a second base coat. This only had one coat on it, so I got to put a second base coat on it. Once I do that, then I'll start adding the flock and stuff, and then we'll start drilling holes and plopping trees in. And then, of course, this will be filled with resin. This is my little pond. So, and then I'll put some overflow right in here, and then we got a little creek that goes on around. Log cabin staying. And this will be kind of like a little parking area up here. The road is right here, which will be gravel. And I got to fix this here too. So, alright, well y'all, that's pretty much how it was done. I know y'all didn't get to see it, but it was tough. You know, Miss Freak helped me on this, and I wish I could show you exactly how it was done, but this one I couldn't. I plan on going farther around the layout, and I will actually do sections or pieces on that. So, but I think this will be a good little extra scenery spot, or a signature scene, as Roy Smith calls it. And something, this is where I'm going to be working at scenery wise starting out. So, all right, y'all. Well, y'all take care. Be safe out there. And happy railroading.